draw. Nice play, nice call, first down.
1st and 10, Brentwood Academy up 3-0. First quarter of this state final championship between arguably two of the best teams in the state of Tennessee. 1:28 left to go in this opening quarter. Caffey drops back. There it is, the stop and go. He's going to throw it up to Garrett. He's got to get there. He does. John Garrett goes up and gets it down at the 16-yard line, and that's what we talked about just a second ago, Bill. Sooner or later, you're going to see it, and there it was.
And give Myers credit. He was in position. Trent did a nice job throwing the ball up there for him, and John did a great job going and getting it.
John Garrett goes up over everybody, takes it away, one-on-one coverage. Good field position for the Eagles. Now we need 7 instead of 3.
You're exactly right. We don't want to get into that trap that these other teams have, going down there knocking on the door and coming up with the little. Let's go get the big enchilada, boys. Stick this one in the end zone.
Trent Caffey 4 for 5 so far on the night, 61 yards. Caffey on the option. He's going to keep it. Falls across the 15, close to the 14-yard line. And Bill, so far offensively, I like what we're showing. A lot of different plays, a lot of different sets, kind of keeping McCallie's defense off balance.
Well, Scott, when you look at, and this may be close to the last play of the first quarter, Brentwood Academy's already got 5 first downs. They've rushed the ball 9 times for 40 yards. That's a little over a 4-yard average. Passing yards, surprisingly enough, 61 yards. So if you're an offensive coordinator for Brentwood Academy right now, at the end of the first quarter, you're going to be close to 100 yards. You got to like what you've seen so far.
They're going to throw the penalty flag on somebody. We'll see who it is. It looks like it may go against the Eagles.
Must be procedure or something.
Brad Perry and the rest of the offensive coaching staff didn't like that call. Neither did we, for a matter of fact.
No, I see one of the linemen thumping his teammate on the helmet.
Well, there's a good chance they'll wind the clock on this play. Let's see what Coach Flatt and Coach Perry want to do. They may.
I think I'll let it wind down because the wind's at your back going the other direction.
And that will be the final play of the first quarter. So, Bill, so far, a great job, both by the Brentwood Academy offense and the Brentwood Academy defense in this Division II state final matchup. At the end of one quarter, it's Brentwood Academy 3, Chattanooga McCallie, nothing. First play of the second quarter, 2nd and 13. Ball back at the 18-yard line. Caffey's going to drop back. He's looking. He's got Luke Schuyler wide open. 5. Oh, the ball's in the end zone. Codis recovers it. Touchdown, Eagles. Bill Codis recovers the fumble in the end zone. Luke Schuyler was doing everything he could to get it there. Reaches across, and Codis, playing heads up, gets his name in the paper.
Great assist to Schuyler. Goal, Codis at 11:51 in the second period.
And a great play call. Everybody was looking at A.J. Green coming across to the outside, and Luke Schuyler found a little spot and was wide open.
And Luke did a great job making that catch, too. Trent did a nice job delivering. The ball was a little above his head. Way to go, Lukey.
Brooks, Bledsoe, Baker, good. 11:51 left to go in the second quarter. It's now Brentwood Academy 10, Chattanooga McCallie, nothing. Off. He let us down the first time, Bill. There ain't no way he's letting us down this time.
Come on, TB, baby. Boot it in the end zone. Got a little breeze at your back and everything.
This one's going deep.
You bet it is. You bet it is.
Mr. Automatic, Tyler Baker knocks it deep. So the McCallie offense will have to start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. The first guy out there to tell Tyler Baker, good job, number 11, Trent Caffey.
And Scott, what's going to be interesting to see is these Brentwood Academy coaches knew Coleman was a great quarterback, but he gets a little impatient. This team feeds off his riverboat gambling attitude. I would not be the least bit surprised to see McCallie going deep real quick. Back up, Jeremy Martin, back up.
Coleman takes the options, got all day. A.J. Green there, anybody trying to get there. He's still rolling. He's got some running room now. Run out of bounds close, it looks like, for a first down, and that's okay, Bill.
That's
Good
all right.
job by, you told him before the play, Jeremy, get deep. He did.
Yep. And that was Jeremy and Jess Rutledge deep on that wide receiver.
So good job by the Brentwood Academy defense there. Even though Coleman gets a 10-yard gain,
he had to work hard for that one, and he was looking to go for the whole thing.
He likes to throw it up. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Give right up the gut, 35, 40. Martin's there. Gets him, but not until he crosses midfield all the way up to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, McCallie. 2 plays, 36-yard, Bill. That's not what the Brentwood Academy defense was looking for.
And those linebackers must have been looking past that time because he came right up the gut. You knew McCallie wasn't going to go easy, and sure enough, they're coming right back at this defense. Let's see if we can take a page out of McCallie's defense and bend but not break. Right now is the time we're looking for a turnover, big play to get that ball back.
Coleman keeps it 45-40, 35. Taken down after another first down, 3 plays, 3 first downs for McCallie. The Eagle defense looks like they're on their heels, and the quick strike offense of McCallie is in attack right now.
Well, an amazing thing, it's not coming via the air, it's coming via the ground. And so that just shows you how difficult this defense is to defend right now, where everybody's looking back there waiting for Coleman to throw the ball, and in fact, they've just gone 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 yards on the ground.
Coleman's going to give it right up the gut. Stop after a gain of 2. That's what I like to say as opposed to first down.
Yeah, that's right.
A.J. Green on the tackle, 42. Dylan Searcy also in on the tackle.
A.J. Green on the stop for the Eagles.
It'll bring up 2nd and about 8 from the 28-yard line, 10:44.
Now, Scott, is when I think we can prepare to see this McCallie air attack going to work.
Coleman waits, looks, throws into the flat, caught about the 20-yard line. It could be close. Looks like he's maybe about a half a yard short. Brill should bring up 3rd and short.
Gain of 8 on the play. 3rd and short for McCallie.
Scott, this is a play I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see McCallie try to throw one into the end zone. What do you think? 3rd and about a half a foot.
Yeah.
Or you could sit there and say, hey, let's just get the first down and just keep this drive going along.
That's what they want to do. They're going to give it right up the gut. He's got it. 1st and 10, McCallie inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. So Brentwood Academy's put together a couple of good drives here offensively. Now McCallie doing what they are used to doing, taking the ball so far 62 yards down the field to have it 1st and 10 at the 18.
Come on, boys. This one we want to kind of stiffen up. Someone out there make a play, put some pressure on that quarterback.
1st and 10, McCallie at the 18-yard line.
Coleman keeps it on the pitch. 15, 10, 5, touchdown McCallie on the option from 18 yards out. McCallie takes it down the field to make the score. Brentwood Academy 10, McCallie 6.
Well, Scott, that was a great drive by McCallie. I think they did it all without, I guess, just 1 8-yard passing play on 2nd and 8. You got to get up on these guys. You can't be afraid to get beat deep. You can't just let them sit there and catch passes sitting in front of you.
Kick is up, and it's good. So with 9:23 left to go in the 2nd quarter, it's now Brentwood Academy 10, Chattanooga McCallie 7.
Joel Bradford set to kick for McCallie.
Bradford set to kick off for McCallie. Garrett, Ford, and White are back deep. Another line drive. This one's going to bounce. Tyree Ford gets it at the 15, 20, looks for a block. 25, spins up to about the 28-yard line. That's where Brentwood Academy will start 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line.
Well, Scott, we were able to move the ball well in the first quarter via the pass. The run's coming a little tougher, and who would have expected with 9:19 in the second quarter? Brentwood Academy has more yards passing than McCallie does, and McCallie has twice as many yards rushing as Brentwood Academy does. It's obvious what each side is trying to take away from the other one.
Ford on the give, 30, 35, looks for a block, got it.
Woo.
And he was almost gone, off to the races.
Coleman's a big play thrower over the top of defenses. All Tyree needs is just a little sliver of life out there, and that was close. And he can take it to the house just as quick as McCallie can throw a bomb.
1st and 10, Brentwood Academy, ball at the 39-yard line. 9:12 left to go in the second quarter.
That was really the first chance that Tyree's had to kind of do some damage out there, Scott.
Fake to Ford, Codis is going deep, and they're throwing it deep to him. He's got some room. Oh, almost intercepted. Good job by Caffey. Caffey was hit immediately. But a good job by the Eagles trying to take a chance to hit a big one.
And I like that throw. Just came up just a tad short. But at least Trent's out there giving his receivers a chance. I think Bill thought that it was going to go over his head.
Trent threw that one a long way. He had a guy in his face as soon as he threw it. So he ended up on his back. Nonetheless, 2nd and 10, ball at the 39-yard line.
And you got to let this coaching staff's aggressive attitude going after big plays early, keeping these McCallie defensive backs on their heels as well. Little spread formation this time.
Caffey has time.
Look out.
Those in the flat. John Garrett catches it. It's taken down immediately after a gain of about 1. Bring up 3rd and long for the Eagles.
Boy, that's a long throw for 1 yard. John took a beating on that one. See if we can hit a big 3rd down play here. This would be the play that I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see a fullback draw to Ryan White. Obviously a passing down coming up 3rd and 9. These are the kind of plays, Scott, that you got to hit in order to keep drives moving in order to win big championship games.
3 wideouts to the left side, 1 to the right side. Caffey drops back,
he's got
drops
Bill.
back.
Throw it, Trent, throw it, Trent.
He better get rid of it quickly. 35, 40, he's gonna run it and try to. He steps out of bounds about the 42-yard line. So it's gonna bring up 4th down for the Eagles as Brentwood Academy has to punt it away, their first punt of the night. So Tyler Baker needs to get a hold of a good one here. It's the McCallie defense gets their crowd up. The Brentwood Academy crowd a little bit silent here, Bill, after the 10-0 lead, now 10-7 with McCallie set to get decent field position.
Yeah, I think if Trent were able to look at that one again, he had a shot at Bill coming around the corner. Good kick, Tyler. This is a tough one to handle.
He's gonna hit, take a BA bounce. He'll go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So that's when McCallie will take over. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 McCallie. Ball at the 20-yard line, 8:04 left to go in the second quarter. Coleman on the give up the middle. It's gonna go for about 1 yard. Luke Schuyler. Looks like, who else is in on that tackle, Bill?
There was a whole host of Eagles. That was that whole left side of the defensive line was able to clog that up. Well, McCallie was able to come up with the 3 and out. It's important that this Brentwood Academy defense does the same thing.
Coleman on the quick turn. There's Codis, holds on to him, not going anywhere. Loss of 2. Bill Codis read that one like a 5th grade book. Takes him down for a loss of 2, brings up 3rd and long with 7:15 left to go in the second quarter.
Well, that was an example of Coach Jacobs and Coach Pittman having this defense well prepped and ready to go. That we're going to be fooled by that play. Now is the key. A lot of moving around going down there. Get some pressure, D-line.
Coleman's got time. Here comes A.J. Green trying to get some pressure. Long throw. Rutledge fell down, and McCallie converts it for a 1st and 10 on a long pass from Coleman to Bradford.
Boy, those are plays you just hate giving up right there.
23-yard gain on the pass, catch, and run.
1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. 6:44 left to go in this second quarter. As McCallie back on the move after the long 3rd down. Coleman looks, they've got the screen set up to the right side.
Get out there, guys. Good play, Tyree.
Tyree Ford there to make the tackle. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 8 for McCallie.
Boy, McCallie's been able to pick up a couple big 3rd downs.
6:03 left to go in the second quarter. Brentwood Academy leads 10-7. Give off the left side, and he just trips up over about the 48-yard line. A.J. Green there to stop him and bring up another 3rd down for McCallie.
Well, Scott, McCallie's picked up about 3 huge 3rd down plays. That 3rd and 12 was a tough one right there, and the Eagle offense stands as one, or the Eagle defense trying to get their group ready to go here. This is one they got to get off the field.
Coleman in shotgun. Cross back, A.J. Green tries to get in there, hands up.
No
Looks
good.
like that one skipped, incomplete. As McCallie will have to probably punt this one away as the Eagle defense holds steady.
4th and 4. Bradford on to punt. White and Garrett. Deep.
John Garrett and Ryan White back deep to receive the punt. Good high punt. Ryan White's going to let it go. Oh, and it takes a good roll.
Oh, good job.
It goes into the end zone. So the Eagles will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line after the timeout.
Scott, that Brentwood Academy defense, after giving up 1 first down, stiffened. Got McCallie's offense off the field. Now let's see if we can bust a big run up through there.
Tyree Ford on the carry. Gain of about 5.
Green on the stop for McCallie. 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Scott, it's interesting from this vantage point. You can see right now those McCallie defensive backs are thinking run first, pass second. If we get some time, Trent's going to hit a big one here. Turn it up,
Those
John.
are to John Garrett, 25-30 across the 30. 1st and 10, Brentwood Academy. Caffey to Garrett.
Then Myers whiffed on that one. Garrett turned it upfield on him. Good thing that free safety was coming over to make the tackle. John had a field day against McCallie the first time we played these guys, and I'm sure they're knowing where number 12 is at all times.
So 1st and 10 Eagles. Ball at the 33-yard line. Caffey so far on the night, 7 for 9, 89 yards. His leading receiver is John Garrett, 5 receptions, 61 yards. Luke Schuyler has 1 for 18, and Bill Cotis has 1 for 10. The referee's trying to check the play clock here.
I think they got a little clock malfunction.
After the clock malfunction, 1st and 10 Eagles. Ball at the 33-yard line.
Ooh,
It's going to be to Tyree Ford, 35-40, needs one block, looks for it, runs into one man, runs into another, keep going, baby, 45,
Keep going,
50,
Ty, baby.
45,
He ain't
40,
gonna catch him.
35,
He ain't gonna
30,
catch him.
25, 10,
He ain't gonna catch him.
5, knocked out of bounds, and rewind that one for your highlight film. Tyree Ford takes it inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line on an unbelievable run.
Way to go, number 5. Way to go.
Kirsten Biggers there to give him a little chest bump. As he comes off the field, neither one of those guys really have to jump to chest bump each other.
Now,
Hey, A lot of people just now in the stands said that looked a lot like Kirsten Biggers back in his days. The old number 20 taking it down the field as Tyree Ford takes it inside the 10 all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And Scott, we've said it a bunch of times tonight. We don't need a field goal right now. We need to put 7 on the board.
First and goal, Eagles. Brooks Harwood is the fullback. Ryan White's the tailback. They're going to give it to White off the right side. Looks for a little running room. 10-5, steps out of bounds.
It'll be interesting to see where he spots him.
Around the 5 or 4 yard line. He's
Right
going to
on
give him
the
the
4.
4. So second and goal at the 4 yard line. They're bringing in the big boys, number 93, A.J. Green.
Man, Tony Jones finally got it to the press box. You talk about lost and aimless out there. It was like watching one of Jerry's kids.
Brentwood Academy's all-time leading three-point shooter, 1991 graduate Tony Jones. 4:05 left to go in this second quarter. Second and goal from the 4. Caffey keeps it himself. 3, 2, 1.
Got in there.
Touchdown Eagles. Trent Caffey from 4 yards out takes it into the end zone. 16-7 Brentwood Academy.
Scott, that was a great way to answer back. And if you think back about a minute and a half ago, you and I were up here begging for that ball that Ryan White let hit on the punt to get out of the 2 yard line and roll into the end zone. And sure enough, BA got a nice break on that one. Tyree Ford on an unbelievable run. Trent Caffey taking it in himself. And who else but the 3 reliable ones, the 3 amigos, pumped through the extra point.
Brooks, Bledsoe, Baker put it down, kick it up, and it's good with 4:01 left to go in this state final matchup. It's Brentwood Academy 17, McCallie 7. Tyler Baker set to kick off.
Come on, TB, you got a nice little wind at your back. Put a big foot into it like you did last time.
Oh, his adrenaline's pumping, baby. This one's going deep. Watch this. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it.
Run it out. There you go.
Making a couple moves, gets up to about the 17, 18 yard line.
Did a nice job getting it out of there.
Bill, and this is where Brentwood Academy's defense needs to step up. This powerful McCallie offense. We don't want them to take it down right here, put 7 on the board, and then get the ball to start the second half.
Well, even though McCallie has enjoyed a lot of success rushing it right now, you just got to sit there and tell those defensive backs, be ready, ball coming your way.
First and 10, McCallie at the 18-yard line.
Coleman in shotgun. He's got running backs on either side. He's going to give it right up the gut.
Bad
he isn't.
pitch.
Boy, I messed that one up, didn't I? Good night. Where was I looking?
Well,
on the pitch. It was a bad one.
well, the good news was Johnson Coley and John Garrett weren't as faked out as you two were.
God.
That would have been a nice play for had that little pitch go somewhere else, because they were fortunate to be able to get it back. Two-yard loss.
Second and about 12. Ball all the way back to the 16-yard line now. Coleman drops back. A.J. Green trying to put pressure. They're picking on Rutledge on the left side. 35, 40. Makes a move inside. 40,
Come on,
35.
Luke, you got it.
Luke's got to get there. Down to the 20-yard line. 15. Schuyler gets him, but almost down inside the 1-yard line. And they just threw the simple out to the left side. Bradford breaks on it. And the last thing you want to happen if you're an Eagle supporter just happened.
Yeah, that was just an easy play to defend, and we just let it get away from us. And this is what these coaches have been telling this defense all week long. Do not let them make big plays. We make a big play and we give them one right back like that. That's just a backbreaker.
So it brings up first and goal inside the 1-yard line. Coleman's going to keep it himself off the right side. Touchdown, McCallie. 3 plays, and that's how their drives are. They hit the big, big play on an 83-yard pass reception from Coleman to Bradford. Makes the score with 3:17 left to go in the second quarter. Brentwood Academy 17, McCallie 13.
Well, Scott, the good news is with this high-powered Brentwood Academy offense, we've got 3:17 left to go. The way we've been moving the ball, that's not to say we're not going to have some time to get in there.
Kick is up, and it's no good. So with 3:17 left to go in the second quarter, it's Brentwood Academy 17, McCallie 13. So Brentwood Academy set to receive the kickoff. Eagles up by 4, 3:17 left to go.
That scoring drive by McCallie took less than about 40 seconds, Scott. Exactly what that Brentwood Academy defensive coaching staff said we do not need.
Garrett's going to get this one about the 12,
Go
15,
hard, guys. There's a hole.
20, 25, 30, 35, across up to the 36-yard line. Let me give you a couple of points of reference here, Brill, before Brentwood Academy takes it. McCallie has had 24 plays in the first half for a total of 235 yards.
Well, they just picked up about 80 on that one play.
Brentwood Academy, 25 plays the first half, 216 total yards. So over 450 yards just in the first half here in this state final matchup between these two teams. Caffey drops back, looking. He's got John Garrett in between everybody across the 50 up to the 49-yard line. And you know, I'm not very smart, but if I'm a McCallie defense and number 12 had 11 catches against me last year in one game, he had 8 catches against me this year earlier for 182 yards, I would think I'd keep him from making his 6th reception of the first half.
You're exactly right.
That's why I said I'm not very smart. So I'm up here as opposed to down there, I guess.
Pass, catch, and run from Caffey to Garrett.
So far, Caffey sharp tonight, 7 of 9, 8 of 10, correction, for 104 yards already.
Ryan White looks for any room, gets about a yard or two. Clock continues to run, 2:40 left to go in this opening half.
We've got 2 timeouts left, but we don't have that much time.
Stop made by number 11, Will Bible.
Back to John Garrett. John might get an offer from Ohio State if he sends his McCallie films